Hi friends, thanks for joining me again. Today we're going to talk about the key to being an excellent writer. The key to being an excellent writer is really simple. Do you think you know what it is? If you guessed that the key to being an excellent writer is writing, that's exactly right. The key to being a great writer is writing and writing and writing. You can't help but get good at something if you practice it day after day after day. So, another key to being a great writer is reading a lot. Reading will help so much with your spelling. So if you can read and write every day, woohoo! That is the key to success. You've got it. Today we're going to be talking about writing when you don't know always how to spell everything perfectly. Now I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm 46. Yes, I've had 46, well, I didn't read when I was a baby, but I've had about 40 years of reading and writing. Now, I know how to spell pretty well now. I know how to write pretty well. But when I was 7 and 8, spelling was a challenge for me. Spelling is still sometimes a challenge for me, but I'm not going to let it keep me down. I'm going to keep writing even if spelling is a little bit challenging. And I would like you to too. Now I'm going to show you how you can write and persevere and come up with spelling from your own mind, from what you already know about the letter sounds. So, I just don't want you to get discouraged with writing and having to spell everything perfectly. The more you read, the better you'll become at spelling. Don't let it discourage you and keep you from expressing your thoughts. As long as your handwriting is neat and you're putting spaces between your words, I can read your writing, and you'll be able to read your writing when you read it later too. So we're all going to just do our best. And your skills will grow and grow and grow the more writing you do. So let's start. Now, I've decided not to choose a topic from my purple binder because today was so exciting. There's my purple binder. Today was so exciting that I have a topic to write just right on the top of my head. You can do that too. You don't have to use a journal. The journal topics that I gave to you. These are only suggested if you're having trouble coming up with ideas of what to write about. Today I'm going to write about the crazy day we had online. Oh my goodness, it was such a surprise to me. And sometimes crazy days are the best days to write about. Sometimes crazy and hard days make the best stories of all. So I'm going to write on this whiteboard, and I know how to spell the words that I'm writing, but what I'm going to show you, what I'm going to demonstrate for you is if I did not know, how I could sound the words out using the skills that I already have. So the first thing I'm going to do in my journal is put my date in the corner. The date will help me remember what day this happened. All right, let me get my pen. You would get your pencil, right, when it comes time to write. Now, it would be nice if I had all my supplies in one spot. Okay, I found them. All right, so the date today is September 1st, 2020, but I don't have to write all the words for September 1st. I'm going to write that it's the 9th month of the year. Do you remember that? January, February, March, and April, May, and June, and July, August, September, the 9th month. Okay, 9/1, because it's the first day of the month, /20, because we're in the year 2020. If you watched my video yesterday, you remember that I talked about how to start off your story. I've decided that I am going to start this morning with an expression, with a shout, a wow word. And my wow word is the word I actually said when everything crashed today. Oh no! So that is going to be my writing hook, a wow word or wow expression. Here we go. Now, I know I always start with a capital letter, and I bet you know that too. Be sure that when you check your writing again, you really started with a capital letter. Double check. Oh, no. Now, I know that needs an exclamation mark because an exclamation mark means excitement, worry, expression, right? Oh, no. And now I'm going to begin with a capital letter because after you put a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark, you start your new sentence with a capital letter. Oh no! Where? Now, where? I remember that it starts with a wa. I can hear that. Where? I hear an R. For some students, you will know how to spell where. For other students, it's going to be more of a challenge. Just write the sounds that you hear. Write the letters that you remember. Where? Okay. Where? I remember there was an E in there. Where? Okay. I'm not going to let spelling stop me from writing. The more I know that the more I write and the more I read, the better my spelling will become. So today I'm going to think like my 7-year-old self, and I'm going to give myself grace, and I'm going to say, you know what? When you get older, you'll be able to spell all the words, and now the practice will be the best thing you can do. Here we go. Where did did my I remember that's a Y because that's a sight word, and Y sometimes makes a yes sound and sometimes makes the I sound. I'm going to read it again and make sure it makes sense. Pausing frequently and rereading your writing is a really good strategy to make sure that your work stays, you're still sharing the same story you wanted to share at the beginning. Oh no! Where did my I hear that blend, ass go? Oh no! Where did my class go? That's what I said this morning. Oh no! Where did you guys go? Oh no! Where did my class go? Today. Oh, I'm going to remember to start with a capital letter because I have a question mark here. Today. Oh, I remember day. Day was a sight word too. Today, my net internet went down. Ow. I can't really remember what spells ow, but I do hear a W. Down. Today my internet went down. Period. I'm going to start I with a capital letter. Wherever I is by itself, you always capitalize it. I ran to the living room. ING spells ing like king. Bow to the king. Bow to the king. ING is easy if you remember that song. I ran to the living room. Ooh, I hear an O. Room to ask. I can hear all the sounds. Ask my husband. I hear an H. Us. And say it out loud just like I'm doing it. Come up with those sounds. That's okay. It's a wonderful way to spell. And eventually you'll get that conventional spelling the more you read, the more you'll recognize the letter patterns. Husband. I'm going to read it again and make sure that it makes sense so far. Oh no! I'm pointing to each word so I don't accidentally, because sometimes I accidentally put an extra word in there I didn't mean to, or sometimes I might forget a little word and I have to put it in. Oh no! Where did my class go? Today my internet went down. I ran to the living room to ask my husband what happened. Happened. And the story would go on from there. Let's put a period here. Please always remember to end your writing with a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. So now I know the spelling, but please do not fret about knowing the spelling. If it really concerns you, your parents can write up above the correct spelling so you can see it. Here we go. So now I'm going to go into mom mode, right? Or teacher mode, and I'll pretend that Emerson wrote this, my son Emerson. And I would go over and I would write the correct spelling up above. And if you want to fix it, you can, but just seeing it is good. Oh no! Where did my class has one extra S, go? Today my internet, oh, there's a little E that goes in there. Internet went down. And that has an O, Emerson, down, ow, ow. But it's okay. You're learning. We're all learning. We're having a growth mindset and stretching our minds. I ran to the living room. Two O's make ooh. To ask. You are doing such a good job, Emerson. You have the K sound, but it's actually a K. To ask my husband. Oh, really? You got a lot of the sounds down. Husband, what happened? What? What? That's a WH. AT and HAPPEND. END. Now, I'm looking at that, and that does not look right. I think it might be ED. So I'm going to ask my Google. Maybe that's something you like to do too. Hey Google, how do you spell happened?
Happened is spelled HAPPENED.
Happened has an ED. Thank you, Google. Period. If you have a Google at your house or a Siri, you can ask them too for a little help with spelling. All right, let me read it one more time and make sure it makes sense. Oh no, where did my class go? Oh, this needs to be capitalized, Mom. I'm going to make a correction. Where did my class go? Today my internet went down. I ran to the living room to ask my husband what happened. And I'm going to continue. And my husband said, I have no idea. And he ran around the house looking to see if he could solve the problem, but alas, he could not. And then the story can go on from there. Thank you for listening. And now you have the key to writing. The more you write and the more you read, the better you'll get. Go to it. Bye-bye.